Good morning, Notre Dame. Here's your weekly Irish sports report. You may notice that my slides look a little bit different today. They're green. That's because today I have a special edition of my Irish sports report, and I'm calling it Fightin' #1. Yes, I came up with that name by myself, but these three Notre Dame teams have reached the point in their season where they are facing off against the #1 teams in the country, also known as the most exciting, stressful, and competitive part of the season. So let's start off with Notre Dame softball. The Irish faced off against Florida State University. FSU is currently ranked number 10 in college softball and number 1 in ACC standings. Additionally, FSU has the most ACC championships of any university with 17 titles and is the reigning ACC champion. Unfortunately, FSU continued its dominance this weekend and swept the Irish in a 4-game series. However, the Irish used the FSU series as an opportunity to expose some newer players to some of the best in college softball. In Game 4, Macy Eck, a sophomore outfielder, led off by hitting an HBP. Molly Carney, a freshman pitcher, had her first career collegiate appearance in Game 1 with 2 outs in the 5th inning. And freshman Carly Kloss made a few appearances in the batter's box this weekend as well. So even though the Irish finished out the weekend with a big goose egg in the win column, the fact that the team was able to focus on developing younger players and stay strong and positive against a ruthless opponent is a testament to the character of the team. I think this photo behind me from the past weekend sums it all up. This coming weekend, Notre Dame takes on number 2 in the ACC, Clemson, at home. Go check it out at 5 o'clock on Friday, 1 and 3 o'clock on Saturday, and noon on Sunday. Go Irish, beat Tigers. Speaking of games coming up this weekend, the Notre Dame men's lacrosse team will take on the Duke Blue Devils this coming Saturday at noon. Duke is currently ranked number 1 in the ACC. The Irish are going into the game confident. Why? Because this past weekend, the Notre Dame squad beat number 4 Syracuse 18-11. Here are some highlights from the game. The Irish attack got goal contributions from 8 different players on the afternoon, and the duo of Kyle Gallagher and Charlie Leonard were a huge factor in the face-off game, combining to win 23 of 32 at the dot, while scooping up 15 ground balls. Long story short, Notre Dame might not be number 1, but we can sure operate as a number 1 team. This weekend's game is going to be crucial for the rest of the season and in defining this team. The Irish must use this game as an opportunity to build momentum again after losing to Virginia on March 27th. Hopefully this weekend can mark the start of another Irish winning streak. Now for Notre Dame's women's lacrosse. They also have a challenging game coming up this weekend as the 4th-ranked Irish take on the number 1 UNC squad. The Irish have been on a winning streak lately, beating out Liberty University, Louisville, Duke, and Virginia in their last 4 games. And if this season has taught us anything, it's that these 2 women are the key to success for the Irish. Samantha Lynch currently leads the Irish with 22 goals and 28 points in 7 games this season. She has been named the ACC's Offensive Player of the Week on 2 occasions in 2021 alone, and has netted at least 4 goals in 4 contests this season. Bridget Dean, a goalie, was named U.S. Lacrosse Magazine's preseason goaltender of the year and currently leads the nation in both save percentage and goals against average. These 2 team leaders are on fire going into this weekend matchup against UNC. The Fightin' Irish definitely have a fighting chance. So make sure to tune in to the ND-UNC matchup at noon on Saturday to see this team dominate. And that is all for me, so head on over to UND.com for all things Irish sports. That's where I always go, and of course, I'll be here every week with the updates. Thanks for joining me on this special edition of Sports with Elise. Now back to the desk. Go Irish!